welcome back on a Saturday evening. Breaking news. The Israelis tried to do an incursion in Yemen, and the Houthis managed to intercept them, and before they landed on the beach, they were caught in an ambush. Most of them Israelis, most of them Americans and British mercenaries, NATO. Probably they were tipped off by the Russians and they passed the information on to the Iranians. The Iranians tipped off the Houthis. And regarding the invasion of part of the Kiev regime in Russia and Kursk, the southern part of Russia, been seeing a lot of videos regarding these soldiers. They're not Ukrainians, they are NATO mercenaries. There's a bloke with a bazooka who's talking in American, going around terrorising inhabitants there and targeting obviously civilian objectives instead of military thing. Now the Russians are getting a better upper hand on this invasion force, and they are throwing the hammer down. They're crushing the invaders and slowly gaining control. Probably some say like Russians were sloppy, they were off their guard. Don't forget there is a thing which is called satellite surveillance. The Russians knew these Ukrainians were building up forces on their border, towards near the border, and obviously, like a mouse trap, put the bait, the mouse comes and it gets caught in the trap. And probably it's a way to beef up their so-called weak defences. And obviously there's the F-16s spotted over the skies of Kherson in the eastern part of Ukraine. Things are building up in the Middle East and even in Ukraine. Very reckless, tentative part of NATO, because it's all a NATO operation. They equipped and manned as well. As you know, but I do, Ukraine has to mobilise every Tom, Dick and Harry in their nation, and obviously their best men were killed or pretty seriously injured on the battlefield. And it goes to show it's an act of war. It's a bit like the time of the Germans and the French, which they invaded this part of Russia. And I think the main objective is get their hands on that nuclear power station, or nuclear facility, whatever it is, which is probably 100 kilometers away. Probably create some nuclear incidents, and they say we can applicate Article 5 for NATO, be forced to join in. They're just looking for a good excuse for a fight.